So what go on, people? Bless upon yourself. We here with another update. Now, people, we're gonna address this whole rumor, right, or this narrative that Alkaline don't have a hit for 2024. You know what I mean? In a dancehall, we're gonna address this. Like I said, this narrative and this rumor that they're running with right now, because to even compare, I'm saying to myself over here, I'm like, okay, to even compare and say, well, okay, Alkaline don't have a hit song for 2024. What are we comparing it to? You know, and are we saying that Alkaline don't have a hit song for 2024 because, as they would say, it's not international, or no international artist ain't pick up one of these songs and do a collaboration, or um, the song ain't cross waters. You know what I mean? That's what they would say. The song ain't cross waters, and it's not an international song. It's not a hit. You know, I couldn't release what they say, 8 songs for this year, and none of them hit. You know, so I want to know what's a hit song. What make I've been asking this thing. What's the criteria of a hit song? You know, and music is subjective. You know, and we know the politics within the music. We know Alkaline's an independent artist. It's going to be 10 times harder for him to find a hit song, as these people would say, or to get a crossover song, as to some people would say, because he don't have the machine, that's going to be behind him and pushing his music on playlists and pushing his music in certain places, you know, that it needs to be because of, music exec and CEOs and all these things, So I'm over here wondering. I'm saying to myself, as an independent artist, Alkaline is doing fairly well. You might not be finding like what they consider hit songs right now, but who have the hit songs them in dancehall right now? To their, you know, you know, they to what they consider a hit song to be. Who have the hit songs them in dancehall right now for 2024? Because 2023 we can say TJ, as they would say, and Byron Messiah, and certain artists. The only artist right now in 2024 that have the hit song is was the Marley Youth, after the Bob Marley movie, the release that came out with that song that's charting on billboards and doing all kind of things. And that's not dancehall, that's reggae. So what's their criteria of a hit song? Are we talking about dancehall here? You know what I mean? So y'all gonna tell me that Alkaline don't have a hit song for 2024, but the artists is that, yeah, I'm thinking, or why you guys are saying that, the artists them, they don't have no songs. They ain't released 8 songs for 2024. You know what I mean? So until then, and then when people run with the same narrative like you guys are running with right now, if those songs ain't hit, especially if the artist is signed to a major label, then what? That's what I'm saying. Alkaline is doing fairly well as an independent artist. And like I said, it's going to be 10 times harder for him within the music industry to find a hit song, because his music is not going to be pushed as much. No, I know the naysayers, they're gonna be over there saying, well, okay, well, when he was with these people and working with certain producers, blah blah, maybe they was pulling strings. We could say that. We could say that, yeah, fair argument. But that doesn't deny the fact that once you're dangling within that, circle, your music won't get pushed. That's what I'm saying. But then when you fall back now and start doing it independently, you see a different picture. You hear a different story. You understand? So I understand that Alkaline is going to get it more. It's going to be more difficult for him for people to say, find a hit record or a crossover or international record, or a Billboard record, or because there's artists or artists that signed to majors or labels, right? That their music is going to be pushed, or going to be, mingled in certain circles that is going to qualify them to get certain accolades or whatever, than an independent artist. That's just common sense. So if an Alkaline do decide to sign, it would be different, you know. But I think it's because he's doing it on an independent level. This is why a lot of people are running with this narrative to say he fall off or he can't find a hit record and all these things, even though Alkaline been finding hit records. Alkaline been doing certain things, been, all of these things that people are saying the youth been did. Just like the song he just released, No Rest. It's like he can't get a rest. Which he said it before in what was the single? You know? But it's something that's evident, I think that's why they didn't and I personally like that last single that Alkaline released, No Rest. I like when Alkaline go melodic, laid back, and just spit lyrics, whether conscious or, lyrical or, whether in that warm mood, whatever mood. See? But everything you told you in that single is facts. Basically, it's facts, and people don't like the truth. It's facts. You know what I mean? So you just saying right now, it's like, yo, I see what it is. And, it's clear as day. And I understand I ain't going to get the appreciation and this and that, especially going against your favorite right now. And that's Vibes Cartel. And we know the guys in the nation and, even Popcorn and the guys are affiliates and all of that. Right? So we know that. We know from the youth link up with Gully God, it was a problem. The guys are artists, them can speak, they can speak on this, they can attest to this. That's why some of them, and I've been telling y'all this is why, that's what mash up the whole Gaza camp. Because at one point you're hearing Gaza artists linking with Gully Side and Ray and a bag of things. You feel me? So it's evident that Alkaline is doing something that a lot of people don't appreciate. He said it in a song. If I was cool with them, sit and chat up and drink up and whatever, it would be different. You said it. I would be their favorite if me to gossip with them and sit up with them and and go on with them thing there. But me to upon that. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, people. A lot of people are not going to give Alkaline his credit or give him his flowers right now because he's in the moment doing things that a lot of people or a lot of artists, some of these artists, they would love to be in Alkaline, where he is right now as an artist, to be honest with you. Because Alkaline's calling shots. You know what I mean? Right now, as the young veteran, he's calling the shots in Dancehall. Now, I know some people want to push up Massacre and Popcorn and push up, the unruly camp and just swamp the crooks and, Gaza Nation. But Alkaline already proved to Dancehall that other than Vibes Cartel, it's like some of these artists ain't ready. Y'all not ready, bro. You know what I mean? Because if I could take on the leader of the Gaza camp, then who's you? And not to say none of the prefix them can't surpass the leader like we saw with Popcorn, but we saw having with Popcorn and Alkaline also. So Popcorn, you know what I mean? It's like you're not ready. You know what I mean? So unruly camp, y'all need to chill. Like I said, tell Popcorn, talk about y'all accolades and all this. And mind you, this is why they try to shy away from clash and all these things, and rivalry and these things. So we tell them go build one of hit records and go party next door and go find your last dance and go be with your party and and all of them things there. But when it comes to the hardcore side of dancehall music and what people talking about, the hits and all these things, because I see artists sign and supposed to be doing their thing, actually doing anything. But where's the major hits? Where's the global hits? Where's the the platinums and the the Grammys and the and all these accolades? Where's these things they doing so big that everyone needs to stop and say, well, pause, respect to such and such and such. We're not seeing that right now. Other than, like I said, the Marley youth, you know, they call the one that put out the song, hey, come on, man. These people are bugging over here in the media. You know what I mean? And then I don't know if they all get a click, so it's like they run out at the same time to push this narrative and like and have a big laugh. But what are y'all artists doing right now, bro? What songs are we comparing Alkaline songs them to in 2024 to say he fall off and to say, well, these artists songs are doing better than Alkaline songs? We comparing 2024 songs to 2023 when it comes to Alkaline, and not songs in the sense of some of these artists releasing their own songs as collaboration. Really? That's what we doing now? It's crazy to me. I'm over here and I'm like, what? Like, since when we started doing this? Is this a new thing in dancehall? You understand what I'm saying, people? Just because, who? Because it's Alkaline? No, like I said, he's being acknowledged by most of these people from the Gaza camp. But it seems like none of them can overthrow Alkaline in dancehall, being an independent artist. And the next thing, Massacre with that clash and all these things we're talking about. Look at what's going on in hip-hop right now with Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake. Future just released this studio album with Metro Boomin. Is Metro Boomin or right? Whatever. Kendrick Lamar was featured on the album. He dropped a verse dissing Drake and taking shots at J. Cole. And everybody's talking about it in hip-hop. It's making headline news and all of that. And that's hip-hop. People talking about, yo, this is what the culture need right now, bro. It's like, Colombia, you know what I mean? And then we got the big three. And you know what I mean? And I heard, how can I say the big three? He said this is not pick three. But this is not pick three. You know what I mean? It's Alkaline making the same reference. Now, I really know because Kendrick dropped that. And then Alkaline stepped out and said no rest. And Alkaline is making reference to this in the song with the same thing. Lottery ticket is no lucky quick, or you know what I mean? No, I'm the one. You're talking about the big three, nigga. It's already the big B. You know what I mean? Yeah, talking about crazy. You feel me? So, what are they talking about? And I know people are gonna be like, oh, or the crux them, well, the artist signing them, look at the bigger picture right now, bigger things, and you're gonna see what I'm going on with, and you're real. Matter of fact, labels love that. Labels love when artists could compete. It pushed the label, the artist, and his brand. Once it's non-violent, once it's in the studio lyrically, people talking about it to major artists, especially people talking, because that's in hip-hop. That's the debate right now in hip-hop. Between Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake. Who's really the king? All of them put out good music, beautiful music. Some people say, well, Drake fall off at one point. Well, not Drake fall off, but some of his albums, not all of his albums hit. It fluctuate. J. Cole, same thing. Everybody have their critics. Kendrick Lamar, same thing. Kendrick Lamar at one point, like he retired, he took like 2 years, 3 years off. What is he doing? Blah, blah. Forward again. Shut down the play. You know what I mean? So we see, like when the artists, they competing, right? It was a natural thing to bring out their best. Even Michael Jackson and Prince compete. What are these people talking about? But it was non-violent. It was to prove your talent. If you're going to claim you're the greatest, you know what I mean? If you want to go down in the GOAT, if you want to go down in the top 3, or in the top 5, or in the top 10, You gotta prove yourself. You know what I mean? And Drake, we found out he had ghost writers, so that kind of made him look shaky when it comes to even being up there in the top. You know what I mean? But as a great artist, yeah. But lyrically inclined, or when it comes to this whole, that's why Kendrick Lamar is taking shots at them right now. That's why Alkaline stated, you know what I mean? Because if you want to compete for that title, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Movado Vibes Cartel, Bone to Kill Beanie Man, could go back and back. You know what I mean? These artists, they had to prove themselves. Not saying they wasn't finding hits or didn't have hit records and doing their thing, right? But when y'all talking about being in your prime, this is one of the things that push the artist. Even before you play the like anyone that plays football, right? Or soccer, football, soccer. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you have to warm up before you play the game. And sometimes you have to do how many practice match before you even play an official game. But you always have to stay in shape. You know what I mean? Studio session. You have to, you know what I mean? So not every song artist release is gonna hit. Yeah, right. Not every song is gonna be a banger. Not every song is gonna be a crossover, whatever. Well, you still have to go in the studio. You still have to warm up. You know what I mean? But you see, when it's the match, that's when everyone wants to show and prove their skill and how tactical they go play the game and all these things. But some people are forgetting that the competitive part of dancehall. That's why a lot of people want Vibes Cartel to follow out the prison, because they feel that Vibes Cartel is the only artist willing and capable enough, right, to go against the Alkaline or Ravado. And that's kind of, it looks shaky on the guys' ends, because what happened to the whole of them artists over there? You know what I mean? So why about TV saying people is nothing, basically nothing new. It's just something I've been saying, But they gonna run with their narrative. They gonna say this, they gonna say that. Oh, Ray, and all these things. But if the artists them don't want to compete, I understand. If they don't want to push genre, I understand that. You know what I mean? But just leave it alone. Just go find your hit records, them, and do all these things. Don't make it seem like the artists them that want to compete, they're doing a bad thing while still taking shots and throwing shots and doing things and talking about the very artists them that you don't want to compete against. Just go find your hit records and do your thing over there, your crossover, and your international, your world music and all them things there. But until such, dancehall music is a competitive sport, like I said. And until such, you don't want to hear it, bro. Y'all go find y'all international hit records and all these things. But some of the people right now in dancehall, they want competition. They want this competitiveness. They need that. You know what I mean? It brings out the best in the artists. Them sometimes you're talking about hit records. Let some of these artists decide to go head to head. And trust me, you're gonna see hit records, collaboration, because of them time there. Especially if you could hold that attention to the people then within the lyrical clash, everybody's gonna want to, collaborate or be in that spotlight. They're gonna want to work with these artists, where everybody gonna try to be in that spotlight. And think about what I'm saying. Mind you, this was a collaboration that Kendrick Lamar did with Future, taking shots. And look how you know what I mean? So even in collaboration, because in dancehall, that's a normal or usual thing anyway. Man, them even make girl songs and diss each other. Man, them make uplifting songs and still taking shots at each other. Making righteous songs and still, throwing shots at their opponent. So what's new? All of a sudden, what change in dancehall? Some artists afraid and running behind labels and talking about the very labels y'all running behind me trying to sign artists. That's even more. Their lyrics is even more violent than what the Jamaican artists them singing about some more time, especially right now. I'm not talking about back in the days. I'm talking about right now. You know what I mean? Once the artists them to me go keep it lyrical, keep it in the music, keep it, competitive within the genre. I don't see nothing wrong with that, and it's a whole lot of money to be made off of that. Some people just can't see it. I don't know why. You know what I mean? So that's why I respect the youth, the Alkaline. That's why I respect Movado. I respect my artists, them. Um, Same way, Jamil, respect Jamil same way because them you they prove themselves. You know what I mean? Them you they prove themselves that some artists, I don't know that, you know, just a fine bigger excuse when it comes to dancehall music compete, you know, showcase the talent. But other than that, can't stop an artist, can't stop no one from doing what they want to do. I'm just gonna be here reporting and giving you guys the updates, people. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. You see me, I say. But yeah, man, the artists them need to compete more time. Give the people them a clash. Give the people them something to talk about. You understand? So the Vibes Cartel case is such a big case right now because the people them say, if Vibes Cartel do road, trust me, don't know how go on, you know. Yeah, man. But at the same time, some people saying, well, Vibes Cartel them up there, you know. I mean, really want to see Vibes Cartel compete with you them said way, you know. Want to see the youths them. Want to see the massacre. You know, the popcorn, the TJs, them, the young youths, them. You understand? But that's debatable, people, because right now them a try to make it seem like Alkaline. Him not do nothing in the dance and nothing not going for him. And him can't find the hit records. But the artists them that they're talking about and they're trying to push up and highlight against the Vendetta camp. Where the hit records? What them a do? What them a do so special that everyone put my artist name right now? Joke this. You see me I say? So until then, people, boy, I don't know. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. And like I said, I'm going to keep you guys posted because I just feel the need to freestyle with you guys tonight and give you guys this update because I see a lot of things circling in the media and it's a lot of fuckery, you know, a lot of BS, but hey, it is what it is. Can't stop people. Everyone's going to have their opinion, you know, saying what they want to say and do what they want to do. But our about TV just a show and they say, yo, afraid that we artists, them, you know. Yeah, man. Why you feel them want world boss forward out to prison right now? Because them don't know, say, I aim alone can defend that side of the Gaza camp. You understand? But other than that, I go defend that straight. See? Bless upon yourself. All good. I'm out.